everybody. So I am here to give you my review of the latest Pirates of the Caribbean movie, the Dead Men Tell No Tales. Kind of a tongue twister a little bit. This is the fifth in the franchise, and it's kind of an interesting thing. I've been thinking about it because this movie's gotten savaged by the critics. It's really a low score, a lot of really bad reviews, and I think that it's weird how I feel like sometimes there's certain franchises that we like for some reason, and there's certain franchises that we just decide we don't like, and yet I don't know, from my opinion, a lot of times I don't think that there's that big a difference between the hated ones and the liked ones. I think that this is a satisfactory Pirates movie. If you like the Pirates movies, you will like it. It's a satisfying, entertaining blockbuster. It doesn't do anything that makes me super excited about it. It doesn't do anything that makes me super hate it. It's like right in the middle. And so, people giving it like 1.5 stars or like 1 star, I don't understand that, because I don't know. I just thought it was a competent, perfectly adequate blockbuster movie. I don't know. And I think it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what fans of the franchise think, because I think they will like it, but it's not as mythical. It has some mythos in it, but it's not as, I don't know, it's not as convoluted as the second and third entries. It's more like the fourth entry. So, but with a mixture of the third entry. I don't know, it's kind of interesting. So I hadn't actually seen the third and the fourth movie until this week. I watched all 5 in 1 week, which is like pirate overlord. Holy cow, too much Pirates movies. But I really didn't like the second one when I first saw it in 2006. And I will be giving you my thoughts on the whole franchise in my family movie night on Sunday, so you want to check out for that. I did post mini reviews on my blog and a review of this film. But basically the story of this movie is that you have Will Turner's son, played by Brendan Thwaites, who is trying to break the curse of the Dutchman that his father is trapped under. We know that from the third film. So there's some of that mythology carried on into this film. If you're going to this film, though, to see Will and Elizabeth, you will be very disappointed. They're not in it very much at all. It's really just cameo. So I'll just give you that warning out front. If you're huge fans of them, you'll probably be a little bit disappointed. But this does try to add some characters so that, unlike the fourth movie, it's not just a Jack Sparrow show. And so he has this Brendan Thwaites, the son of Will Turner, and he has this girl named Karina, who's played by Kaya Scodelario, which she was in the Maze Runner movies. And I wasn't a big fan of those movies. I think I actually like her much better here. But anyway, you've got these 2 young actors who are basically kind of bland, but they're fine. I thought they were fine. I thought basically this whole movie was fine. But the highlights of the film are these sort of 2 action sequences that come at the first act-ish of the movie. There's one where he's trying to rob a bank, which is a lot of fun and very well staged, very engaging. And then there's another scene involving the guillotine that was very fun. And so those, if you like going to movies for like entertaining action set pieces, then I think there's enough. Not only those 2, but there's some others, but those were the 2 best. So if you like that, then I think you'll like it. And there is, good music, and there's good, action, adventure-y moments. And so overall, it's entertaining on that level. If you just want to go Memorial Day weekend, go to a blockbuster, I think you'd like it. Problems with the movie. One of the problems is the villain, Salazar, played by Javier Bardem, is really boring, and I didn't really like the way that they did him with the effects and everything. It just didn't look that good, and it was weird. It was like he was always sort of a black and white image in superimposed onto this really colorful. I don't know. I just didn't like. I didn't like him as a character. He was hard to understand sometimes. He wasn't great, and I did think that the last act of the movie dragged, and really, as they're searching for Poseidon's trident, it becomes kind of slow, and you lose some of that motivation. And then my last sort of critique of the film is that I do feel like that Johnny Depp I didn't really like the way he played Jack Sparrow in this, because the other films, yes, he's kind of the town drunk, I guess, but like he's always sort of smarter than everybody else, and he's always able to get away from everybody else, and you sort of feel like it's kind of his act to sort of play the drunk. And here it actually felt like he was actually a drunk idiot. Like, I don't know, I didn't really like the way that they played Jack in this movie after seeing 5 this week. I think that was a mistake. And so, yeah, my biggest problems were it's sort of a boring third act, and the villain didn't do really anything for me. It's a zombie pirate we've seen a lot in this series. And I think that some people who are big fans of the series might be a little bit disappointed that it's not as sort of steeped in sort of lore, that it's sort of going back to some of those action adventure scenes. Not that those weren't in 2 and 3, but this is definitely more sort of streamlined and not as experimental as some of those films, if that makes sense. So that is what I have to say. I give Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales C+. It's perfectly adequate blockbuster entertainment. It's not great. It's not awful either, which I wasn't expecting to say about this movie. And so there you go. I think if you like the franchise, go see it and let me know what you think. Put it in the comment section. And thanks so much. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll talk to you later. Bye.